Hey guys, Aaron from ASG Motorsports here again. I'm going to give you a little rundown today on another very cool Australian made and owned product. For those of you guys that are out racing with your automatic transmissions in cars like the Nova in this sort of scenario, or something like the Walkie Trans car, obviously transmission temperatures are an issue with the types of converters and things that we run for all these different vehicles. Well, BRP Race Products has come up with a very cool transmission cooler. They've been out for a little bit. I believe a few of you guys are already using them. They've taken off really well. There's plenty of movement in the States, guys like Joey Heichel using them, and I think Ryan Martin's even got one now, I think, at this stage. But these are a really very well built and very well constructed transcooler. I'm super impressed with the pumping system on these transcoolers in comparison to the things we've used in the past. Transcooler's got temp gauge on it, it's got a filter there, easily replaceable filter, quick disconnect lines, and it works really well. Runs off, both these coolers we have here run off a Milwaukee battery, and you can get them to run off anything if you want. You can run off a Makita or a DeWalt, whatever you want to do. We can have these tailored to suit whatever type of battery that you're running. You can even run them off a 240 source, just normal plug-in power if you want as well. So what I'm going to do today is we've got the one on the Nova. It's already been running. You may have seen that in some of our previous videos. Very successful. I've got Trent's one here today. It's brand new. So I'm going to show you how we prime these new trans coolers so that no matter what you do, you'll always have the same amount of trans fluid in your transmission when you connect and disconnect your trans cooler. So to do this, it's a pretty simple system. You need a couple of things. Obviously you need about 3 litres of oil, the same trans fluid that you will use in your car. You're going to use that oil to prime your trans cooler. So you'll need a couple of dash spanners or a dash sticks and a shifter. And what we're going to do is, this is truly an unboxing or whatever you want to call it. But what we do is, you can see here that I've just marked this one with a paint pen, so I know that this fitting goes on that line with a red paint pen. And we're going to take the quick disconnect off, because obviously no fluid can pass through the quick disconnect unless it's connected to the opposing side on the vehicle. So we're going to take both of those fittings off the trans cooler and have the lines open. We're going to put a somewhat charged battery in there to run the trans cooler. We're going to make sure that the supply is set up for battery, and then it's as simple as switching it on and off. The temperature gauge will tell us the temperature here in Fahrenheit, to note that that is a Fahrenheit measurement, and that these trans coolers will not cool the engine, or the transmission, sorry, any cooler than ambient. So if you see that temperature set up, and it's the same temperature, if it's 38 degrees outside, and it's down to 38 in Fahrenheit, equal to 38 in Fahrenheit, well then there's no point leaving it on the car because it's already cooled it down enough. It's not going to get any cooler than ambient air that's cooling the fluid. So to charge your system for the very first time, it's as simple as having 3 litres of trans fluid, putting your hoses into the oil that you've got, turning the system on, and the pump will start pumping, and it will eventually suck the oil through and bleed the air out. As you can see, there are air bubbles coming out at the moment, and that's what we want to see. So we're just going to be patient, let the system run, and we're going to prime fully the trans system so that the oil is completely primed and there's no more air coming out. Once we've done that, we can switch it off, pull the fittings out, screw our quick disconnects back on, and we are ready to go and put it on the vehicle. In which case, I'll show you 2 different setups on how we run it on 2 different transmission cooling systems. One with a trans cooler built onto the vehicle, one without a trans cooler on the vehicle in a Pro Mod scenario. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've actually elevated my bucket on this one onto a chair to get it to bleed up. I poured a little bit of fluid down the suction side hose just to allow it to prime, and with an elevated tank we've got this system primed and running pretty nice now, and all the air's out of the system. So we're going to shut the camera off, I'm going to switch it off, put the fittings on, and then this trans cooler is primed and ready to go on the vehicle. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you the first stage of this trans cooler. This vehicle of Trent's has a normal trans cooler on it already connected. So you've got your trans lines going in and out of a trans cooler mounted on the car, and you can run this as a secondary device. So what we've done, and we'll show you the pictures in there somewhere, and you've got two lines coming from the transmission pan and to the transmission pan. So we've mounted two fittings diagonally opposing each other in the transmission pan. They come up into the engine bay here nice and securely on one of our BRP brackets with the quick disconnects already mounted on them. And from there, there's no trans fluid can leak in those lines at any point. So you can run your car like you normally would, and your transmission will get up to its normal temps. It's going to have no impact at all. But as soon as you come back to the pits, we're going to put the BRP Trans cooler, and we're going to connect up our two quick disconnects here, which is relatively quick and simple to hook up here when you come back from your run. So we've got our two lines on and our quick disconnects on. Car's made a pass. All we're going to do here is simply turn our trans cooler on. That's going to start to circulate the fluid inside the transmission pan, into the cooler, through the cooler, filtered before it goes back into the pan and circulate back into the pan after it's been cooled by our BRP cooler. Really simple system and very easy to operate. Get your trans temps down before you go out for the next round of racing, whether it be no prep or radial racing, pro mod racing, whatever you're doing. He's going to get that trans temp down in about 10 minutes, probably about 15 minutes if you've got a bigger system. Battery size has an impact. We're running a M18 12 amp hour battery on these coolers, and they last quite a long time without having to be recharged, so they're really good. So that's the first way we do it now. We'll switch this off, and then we're going to wander over and I'll show you how we do it on a Pro Mod, because the fittings on the Pro Mod are a completely different way in which we cool the transmission. Alright guys, we're here on Richie's Nova. This one has a transmission that's different in its setup to the VL, so the trans cooler still works in the same scenario, only with these Rosler transmissions like this car has, or a M&M Mark Mickey transmission, they come with strict instructions on where to put the trans cooler lines in and out of the gearbox for cooling the whole transmission, because these gearboxes don't actually have an onboard trans cooler. What they've got is specific ports to put the lines, so you all know where they go. We've run two remote lines and mounted the quick disconnects on this side of the double frame rail, so I can get to it quite easily. We just go under the chassis rail, we can connect here. If we want this on board running while we're towing back, if we're in a rush, this trans cooler can simply be lifted and sat on the passenger side of the car, and it's as simple as connecting it up. In this instance, the transmission fluid is pushed through the whole transmission and inside the gearbox, not just the pan. So same deal, connect it up, battery on, and we cool. Again, 10 to 15 minutes on the trans cooler, and that trans temp will be back down to ambient temperature on our temp gauge, and you're ready to go for the next round. So that's a quick rundown, guys, on how these transmission coolers work from BRP. As you can see, we've given you a demonstration on how it works and operates on a Pro Mod style transmission. We've given you a demonstration on a street style transmission, showing you how it works, where the fittings go, how you can remote mount the lines, and just how simple it really is. Obviously, everyone has their own design and theory and all this sort of stuff, and if you choose to run a slightly different version of what we've shown you, I'm sure you'll be able to make something work to suit your application with these quality Australian made products from BRP. So if anybody's interested, feel free to hit us up. ASG Motorsports is a dealer for BRP, and if you need any transmission coolers in the up and coming events, just hit me up, give the shop a call, and we can get you connected.